All right, perfect timing there to get Tyler.
It's not a beer this time.
Well, it's too early for beer for us today, but that won't be the case always. If you don't know, I'm Cody. I'm joined by Tyler, who is probably a more familiar face to most in the NS9 realm. And this is NS9BETS, the new show we're starting. So, Tyler, what do you got to say? What are you excited? Are you happy? Are you mad we're going to lose all our money? Like, what's going?
I think the people are more upset that they saw my face and not like Denardo or Jim's.
I mean, let's be honest.
Billy, we got more of this guy.
But let's be honest, you're the eye candy of that show. So
that is very accurate. Our female audience should be through the roof.
Exactly. So this is, like I said, is a new show that we're starting on the NS9 brand. And we've actually been going for like a month already. So if you've been following us on Twitter and sometimes on Instagram, Denardo said my mic's not working. Of course. Are you sure? I swear, it's every time I go live on something, it doesn't work. He needs to get back to me ASAP.
Oh, good Lord, what a start. I can hear you on the...
Yeah, so what?
I hear you on the stream. Unless it's on the YouTube, they can't hear you. This is just terrific.
He said, oh, never mind. It sounds low, that's all. This guy is just sabotaging us already. What the hell? Yeah, Jim even said, seems fine on my end. It's just Denardo trying to make me look bad.
He's such an asshole.
He said only one man's allowed to wear this hat, and it's him, and I'm just rocking it right now.
Yeah, that man is you.
The classic Pittsburgh Clothing Company hat.
But people that have been following along with us,
yes,
they are not tuning in because they see our record. And we sucked.
We updated the record this morning, and we are at 64-70-2 with an ROI of, I believe it was 3.84.
Yeah, I believe that sounds about right.
So we've been better. We have been better. It's not
to be fair, when we lose all in one night. Like we go 0-9.
Yeah. No, it's like we're either all in or we're all out. So I'll take that instead of like just peppering losses everywhere.
And the biggest issue with this show is going to be that now I'm going to be betting even more on games that I don't pay attention to. Which I already did that before just to like give myself a reason to watch something else.
Yeah.
But now I'm just going to be doing it for fun.
And I got to be honest, I noticed that in some of your bets because I see you bet stuff sometimes. And I'm like, does Tyler even care about this?
No, I don't. But it gives me a reason to care.
You're not wrong. That's a big reason why I got into sports betting. And like that's why I like soccer now. Like I already listen. I posted on the account like we're banning soccer because I lost 2 straight stupid bets that should have won. Soccer is banned until further notice. But for a little bit there, my one buddy who he helps me out with some of my picks, and I think I mentioned him in one of my tweets. It's Sam Googe, because he gave me a pick and it hit, and I was like, all right, I'll give you credit for it because it hit. And he was like a savant at betting soccer there for a little bit. And then he started giving me more picks, and I was like, this is nice. And then I think I did one without him, and I lost pretty bad. And I was like, yeah, we're banning this. We're not doing soccer anymore.
I will never bet on soccer.
But like betting on soccer makes you really enjoy soccer.
Isn't there like some sort of bet for corner kicks? Like over under
Yeah,
corner
how
kicks,
many? Like
like a
over
big
under.
thing.
Over under corner kicks.
I don't understand soccer. I think it's stupid. It's not a real sport. There's a reason I dominated it in second grade. Because it's easy.
It's I mean, I don't think it's that easy.
Second
What the
grade, it was.
biggest thing, and I always see people like tweet about it, and I never understood it until I started watching it. I fucking hate VAR, the review system. I hate it because you have perfectly great, like you have fantastic goals that just get taken away because someone's shoelaces past the freaking defender on an offsides.
It needs to be more like the NHL where they have like a tiny iPad that's all pixelated.
Yeah, so you never know. Yeah, I mean I would prefer that. But anyway, let's talk about what sports we do enjoy gambling. So I think we both agree, and we talked about this in our group chat, that me and you are only happy that baseball's back because we can bet on it now.
Yeah.
So,
exactly.
I mean,
damn sure not to watch the Pirates.
Yeah, I mean, as much as you guys think Tyler likes the Pirates, he really hates them deep down, and it causes us great pain to watch them.
Yeah. Like it. If I was a smart man, I would bet against them every night.
And I think that's what I'm going to do this season. I think I'm going to put $20 against them every night and see what we come out.
The thing is, they're never going to be favored.
No, they're not. So you're always going to get shit odds.
Yeah. So there's not really a point, but still.
Yeah, but I'm looking forward to getting into more no-run first inning bets. That's something I dabbled in before, but Jesus Christ, I just saw that was a bad cough, dude. Like
it was a vape.
Oh, it was a vape?
Yeah.
That's why I saw something come out of your mouth. I was like, what is that? Oh, man. But this is going to be a good time. Let's just say that. But anyway, I dabbled in no-run first innings like before. Like I never did it like religiously, but I think this season I'm going to like start like eyeing it more and be like, all right, let's try and hit these.
I love live bet baseball.
Yeah.
Just pick a terrible reliever, and every time they come in, take the live bet against them.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Another one I like doing is just like the anytime home run hitter.
Yeah.
That's always
See,
fun.
this is where you get into trouble. Anything with like super plus money.
Well, that's like what we talked
it.
about. That's like when we talked about NASCAR. We have to separate our NASCAR picks from our normal picks now because each one is like plus odds.
Yeah.
But it's just like horse racing. Like you pick 3 or 4 horses and hopefully one hits and you make all your money back plus some.
Yeah.
And it's like you can't count that into like all your other
like there's only
bets.
one winner.
Exactly.
Out of 30.
Yeah, it's not a 1-on-1. It's a 1 on like 40. Yeah. So that's harder to keep track of.
The difference is that's NASCAR. You're taking those types of bets in every sport.
Yeah. So then also, I mean, I know we both love betting football, and that's probably where we'll thrive once fall comes around.
I'll be broke before football, so I won't be able to bet.
Be shooting blanks.
Oh, it'll be it's going to be bad.
But I think that's where we thrive.
By the way, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Yeah, we gotta put that little what do you call it? The warning there. If you're addicted to gambling, get help. Funny story, my buddy that I was talking about, he did the I think it was on FanDuel. They have like a little tab. It's like get help.
Yeah.
And now he's locked out of his FanDuel account until June because he did that. Because they screwed him over on a bet. They screwed him over, so then he was like, "Well, I want help," and he didn't realize it was like a 1-800-GAMBLER thing. And they locked him out.
I thought he was being an asshole and just clicked that. You jerk. No, I actually need help with your website.
Yeah. But anyway, you want to move on to what we got going on today?
Yeah, but real quick, I think the best way to describe Cody's method of gambling is Kevin Malone. If anyone gives you 10,000 to 1 odds on something, you take it.
You take it.
And he takes it for all of them.
Absolutely.
One of these days, he's going to be a rich man.
Hey, if you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, Wayne Gretzky, Michael Scott. That's all I got to say. So let's look into today's card, today's slate. Tyler, you said you had some set up already.
Oh yeah.
So do I. I just got to pull them up.
Let me tell you, you have gotten me all aboard the prop bets in the NBA.
Yep.
I am in love. And now I've gotten them parlays going, and it's just going to be a nightmare for me.
See, that's where I tripped up before. When I started doing that, I would parlay them all. And then I would lose the majority of them. So I'd lose the money from the parlay and win like one of the picks, and then I'd be out like $80.
Yeah, that's why you need to pick them all and parlay them all.
But that's what I mean. That's what I did. I didn't even make money back.
And then you lose them all and you lose the parlay.
Yeah. So let's talk about some props that you got. I only have one so far because it took FanDuel so long to put up today's props, but I'm sure you probably have more than I do right now.
Oh, I do. And let me tell you, my pick of the day. Tell me how this does not hit, Cody. Tell me. Rudy Gobert over 12.5 rebounds. It's all he does is rebound.
Yeah, I might have to tell that.
If it's like, what are my odds? They're pretty good odds. It is.
I mean, and they're playing the Kings, and like they don't really have a big man.
I think it's like minus 137, something like that.
Yeah, I would take that.
I'd even bump it up to 13.5, probably.
Possibly. I'd play it safe.
Oh, I already took 12.5.
Yeah.
Like anytime you give me Rudy Gobert at this point, under 14 rebounds, I am taking it every single time, and I will not watch like any other games. So don't call me out on that. I'm not watching anyhow, but I will be stat watching the entire time. That's how I do it.
That's how I have to do it because I work.
That's lame. Don't do that.
Hit one of these big
parlays and you won't have to worry about that.
I'm at work when all these games are going on, so I'm just checking ESPN, like checking the game cast.
Well, and then I get pissed off and I start watching it on my phone.
Yep.
I'm trying to figure out why his minutes haven't gone up in like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So I start watching on my phone, and then I get a text, I forget, and then I go back, and then I end up with LeBron having a quarter of 5 assists and not ending up with 6.5. But
I feel like I said it too soon that I set it up as a reverse psychology. I reverse psychologied it.
But anyhow,
that's on me.
That is on you. I want it on the record. That's Cody's loss, not mine.
Yeah, we'll make a little note in the spreadsheet.
But I think it was minus 137. Rudy Gobert 12.5 rebounds. Printing money over here.
Nice. Anything else?
Oh yeah. You want them all? I'll bring you all my props.
You want them all?
Let me tell you. Let's see here. Another one, love today. Steph Curry over 25.5 points. They're playing the Bucks. Him and Giannis are just going to go back and forth. Have I watched Steph Curry play this year? Maybe once or twice. But tell me how that doesn't hit.
What was it, 24.5?
25.5.
What he's averaging. I'll be honest with you. I've watched Golden State a bit. I've kept track of them. Curry is very on and off.
Well, they're playing the Bucks.
He'll get you a 3-pointer prop. He'll make the 3-pointers.
Well, today he's getting me the over prop. Cody.
Well, that's where it gets iffy.
God. Positive vibes only.
I'm just here to make you second guess all your picks.
While I'm playing some more props here, I also got Karl Anthony Towns over 20.5 points.
That's a beautiful bet.
That's great. And your guy Murray of the Spurs over 23.5. You got to take him all the time.
Duante, yeah.
Those are my props for the day so far.
Duante's really good. He's like, for a while there, he went on a streak before the All-Star break of triple doubles. He was doing very well. And I wasn't trusting him to get a triple double. I think I bet on it like once or twice, and I hit once. But what I was doing is I was doing the combined. You can buy the combo bets. So I'd usually just do like combine his points and rebounds, and it would hit almost every time.
But yeah, All 4 of those are in one parlay at, I believe, plus 1,100 odds, somewhere around there.
That's not bad.
Not too shabby, boys.
Not too bad.
Not too shabby at all.
So for myself, the only prop bet that I have that I was able to put in so far is Tyrese Halliburton over 4.5 rebounds. So typically, like, he's automatic with the assists pretty much. But today, like, I looked at the numbers. They're playing the Spurs. I'm like, I don't know how many assists he's going to get. The Spurs might, like, I don't know. They might play some defense today. Nobody will make a shot. Plus, it's the Pacers. Do you really expect them to make shots? So I took rebounds because he's hit over 4.5, I think, in – let me double check because I don't want to get this wrong. But he hit it a majority of the last couple of games. Got my iPad up here.
Don't mind me. I'm just looking for more bets to place because...
Yeah, no worries. We just got a little bit of dead air here because I don't have this set up already.
Don't mind me, boys.
So I'm looking at Tyrese Halliburton's stat line here for the last couple of games. So in the last, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games. Last 5 games, he's hit it 4 of the last 5. The only time he didn't was on a back-to-back game. It was the second of a back-to-back with Orlando, where he only had 3. So, I mean, and it was OT, so, I mean, he probably should have got the rebounds. But since then, he's kind of been on fire. He had 7, and then he had 7 against Detroit, 7 against Washington, and he just had 5 against Cleveland the other night on Tuesday. So I'm looking for him to come out and at least have 5. I think he'll stay consistent there. Then when it comes to his assists, I think I didn't take it, but I think he was set at like over 7.5. He's only hit over 7.5 his last 2 games. So that's why I deferred to the rebounds.
I saw a lot of people on him over 17.5 points today for some reason.
Today, I mean, he's hit that 4 of his last 5.
Everyone seems to be on that one today.
I'm not, just because they're playing the Spurs. If they were playing Orlando or Cleveland or like the Kings, I would take that. Especially the Kings, because that's where he was traded from, and it'd be a revenge game. So
I'm going to be honest with you. I learned who that guy was about a month ago when we started betting.
No, I didn't hear about him until he got traded. Or no, it was before. It was probably a couple months before that, because in the no free shout outs, but I was in the Platts Picks Discord, and I think somebody brought it up, Tyrese Halliburton assists. So I've been betting that for a while, and then I got off of it because he started not to get the assists, but it was like consistently over 8.5. He was getting it, and then he missed it like two nights in a row. So then I got off of it, and then I found out he got traded to the Pacers, and I was like, oh shit, like the Kings just traded one of their best players to the Pacers. Like, he's probably going to hit that prop every night. He's been pretty consistent.
Let's see here. Let's just go ahead and add that to my cart now.
What?
Talk me into it. No, the rebounds. No,
yeah,
you talked me into it. I'm doing it.
Well, you talked me into the Karl Anthony Towns over 20.
Oh, tell me that's not a pretty one.
That's a real pretty one.
That one's a looker.
But as of right now, that's the only prop I have. So do you have any straight up game bets?
For the NBA, absolutely not.
Do you have any NHL?
I don't do much NHL.
All right, well, I do have.
You know what
I have 2 NHL picks. My first one, I took it last night. It is, what would you call it? The 60-minute line. 60-minute line. Montreal Canadiens. It's at plus 135. They're playing the Kraken. The Canadiens, ever since they've gotten Martin St. Louis as their head coach, have been on fire. They're a team to be afraid of coming into this stretch, coming up on playoffs. I mean, they're probably not going to make the playoffs because they're so bad in the beginning of the season, but they could be a team that knocks another team out of the playoff picture. So they're on fire, they're playing well, and they're playing a Kraken team who, I mean, their best player is Jared McCann. And as much as I love Jared McCann, he's not a star. So that's all they really have. I think I'm going to get the numbers up here just to
I
be
actually lied. I do have a
positive.
hockey pick.
You are doing a hockey
I
pick?
do have a hockey pick. I forgot.
All
It just
right,
wasn't
let me,
available yet.
Shit, where's hockey? No. NHL. Just want to get these stats for the people so that I can back up why I'm saying this. So, yeah. So the goals for, goals against. Goals against actually isn't in favor of me. Now that I look at it. The Kraken actually have 2.57 goals for and then 3.6 goals against, while Montreal has 2.42 goals for and then 3.81 goals against. So basically, I'm taking this bet off the eye test. I mean, looking at the last 5 for each of these teams, the Kraken have lost 4 in a row, and the Canadiens are coming off of a 1-game losing streak, and before that, they won 2 straight. And both of those wins were against very good teams in Edmonton and Calgary. So I think I take the Canadiens here, even though they just got derailed by Vancouver. I think they're going to take it to the Kraken tonight.
Trust those eyeballs.
Got to trust the eyeballs.
Trust the eyeballs.
All right, then my other one, what was it? I believe I had Red Wings Flames over 6.5. Yeah, Red Wings Flames over 6.5. The Red Wings have just been getting slaughtered. So, I mean, what they lost. So these are the last 4 losses. They're on a 4-game losing streak. Last game against the Wild last night, they lost 6-5. Against Arizona, they lost 9-2. Against the Panthers, they lost 6-2, and then against Tampa, they lost 3-1. That's, to me, that's a bad game by Tampa for not murdering the Red Wings. And then you look at the Flames; they won 4-1, and then they lost. Yeah, against the Lightning, and then they lost 4-5 against Washington. They won 3-1 against Edmonton, and they won 3-4 against Colorado, and then they lost 4-5 against Montreal. So what I'm seeing there is that you have the abundance of goals. You have it from both teams. One's giving them up. One's able to keep pace with the other teams that are able to score. And to me, if you mix that together, you're going to get a blowout from the Flames, and they'll probably score at least 6 goals on their own, and then probably let the Red Wings. Either the Red Wings are going to score, or they're score on themselves like they did last night.
I did not watch it, but sounds like they're terrible.
Yes, Red Wings are awful.
Well, I'm tying it all together with our common denominator there of the Lightning, and I'm taking the Lightning today, minus 150.
Okay, who are
Playing
they
the
playing?
Oilers.
Oh, okay.
Lightning on the road. It is a 10 o'clock game, so the odds weren't out yet, but 150, I'll take those odds. Lightning lost 2 in a row. They are 18-9-2 on the road this year. They're just a better team. You take the better team, you win.
That's fair. That's fair. I mean, I'm staying away from that only because I respect the Oilers.
I don't respect anyone.
That's fine. I could see this being a very close game, probably low scoring as well. Not going to say it's not going to go in your favor. I'm not going to say that whatsoever. Positive vibes.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I do see it.
LeBron hasn't had an assist this half.
All I'm saying is I do see it being a close game. So hopefully that goes in your favor.
Oh, it better. Or I'll lose my mind.
All right. Well, I think that's all of our plays that we have so far, unless you have more.
Oh, I do.
All right, go for it.
I actually have a college baseball play today.
Oh, okay. We're getting the college baseball.
Yeah. We got a 5 o'clocker. It is Long Beach and Gonzaga. Long Beach is, I believe, plus 135. Money line. Gonzaga ranked 16th in the nation. Gonzaga's pitcher is absolutely terrible. The guy they're throwing today. Long Beach throwing their probably second best starter. Those odds should not be that close to begin with. Long Beach hasn't had a great year. I've bet on them too many times and they keep losing. So today is the day it turns around for your boy. Today is the day. That's really my only college baseball pick because everything else has gotten snowed out.
Obviously. I mean, I looked out my window today and I was like, oh shit, am I actually going to leave my house at some point? Like, is that going to be possible?
I would have had a lot more college baseball plays, but unfortunately, about every single game got postponed today.
We got good old Jim saying Gonzaga has fucked him a few times this year.
Like good or bad? Like he's bet on Gonzaga?
I'm assuming he bet on them.
Okay, good. Because Gonzaga is actually not that good. They're ranked like 16th for.
Or no, he said whenever they swept Oklahoma State last weekend. So he bet against them.
Great. Thanks, Jim. Is it the world against me today?
Hey, when the world's against you, you just got to prevail.
You know what? Shoot or shoot. I just keep firing. I go 1-8 in UFC last Saturday.
Yeah. That was rough.
Came back this week. I've put together a solid week. I've been 5-1. Or 5-2. Yeah, 5-2 this week. Not bad.
Yeah, you almost had a perfect night last night until that LeBron pick.
Yeah, and that was because I got drunk and took it like at 9:30.
Yeah. Should have taken rebounds.
And I was just feeling myself. It was a heat check.
What
do you want from
money,
me?
Right? It was plus money?
Oh, yeah.
That's why you took it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was a heat check.
It all comes together. Because when I get drunk and I see plus money, I take it.
That is yeah. When I'm sober, I don't take plus money.
Pretty much. So what else?
Sense.
You said, is that the only college baseball you got?
Yeah, that's all I got because that's about the only one that might get played today. The rest of them are all really terrible odds and not worth jumping on. I do like Campbell, but they got postponed to tomorrow. I don't know if they're playing a doubleheader yet. But once again, we don't know because college baseball odds don't come out until the day of, and that kind of sucks.
Yeah, it's rough. I think I might if I get enough of a bankroll built up, I might take some of my money out of FanDuel and go into DraftKings so that I can bet on college lacrosse.
Why?
Because I like lacrosse.
Why?
No, listen, I think I can make some good money there because if you get a good team going up against a mediocre team, that good team's going to blow them out and you're going to win the spread easy. I think I was watching, who was it? It was Richmond. Richmond was playing some dog shit team. And I think I saw the spread at like -6.5. They ended up winning by like, I think 14. It was wild. It was a lock.
I just really don't want to spend my time sitting at home watching college lacrosse. If I do that, that's when I legitimately have a problem.
Tenardo coming in saying this guy just say lacrosse.
I thought betting college baseball was bad.
Well, I mean, it's real bad when you're in the middle of a pandemic and you're like, all right, let's get on the KBO.
Yeah,
that's when you know you got a problem.
Yeah, but you're working weird hours. You're up.
You're not wrong. As soon as I was getting off of work, a game would start. So it was like a no-brainer.
Yeah, it's not as bad as if I were staying up and like coming in late to work because I was up watching KBO baseball. Like I don't bet enough money to make that worth my while.
We got Jim here. I don't know if he's trying to make fun of me or not. He said, "Yep, Vegas is in the business of making easy spreads consistently."
Thanks, Jim.
Thanks, Jim. So anyway, now that we got some people in here, let's see if we can get a community parlay going. What's your best pick of the day that you want to throw into a community parlay?
Oh, it's Rudy Gobert.
Rudy Gobert.
12.5 rebounds. That's just easy money.
I like that. I like that too. Let's see. Jim wants some NBA daily fantasy picks. I just got to tell you, Jim, I don't do NBA daily fantasy. It sounds stupid to me. Anyway, I don't know. I had a good one yesterday. If we started the show yesterday, I had a perfect pick for this, but now I'm just. I mean, I could go with my Halliburton, but
come on, you got better than that.
I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take a risk. I'm gonna throw some money on it right now. Actually, taking Utah Jazz minus 9.5 against the Kings. That's my lock of the day. I think last game they fucking murdered whoever they played.
The Jazz?
The Jazz, yeah.
They just played last night.
Was it last night? Maybe it was a
they
couple
played the
nights
Magic.
ago. So the Jazz.
Look at me knowing who they played now to take a bunch of NBA props. Because
They played San Antonio last night.
They played San Antonio. Because did the Celtics play the Magic? I don't know. Someone played the Magic. I was watching it.
Who did play the Magic?
Timberwolves.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Because I had Karl Anthony Towns.
So anyway, whenever the Jazz play bad teams, they just blow them out. They played Portland on the 9th, and they beat them 123-85. The Kings don't have much of a roster since they traded Buddy Hield and boy Halliburton. They don't have much of a roster except for De'Aaron Fox. So
is Harrison Burton? God, that's NASCAR. I got my brain there. Harrison Barnes. Is he hanging out there?
Harrison Barnes is still there. I mean, he leads. It looks like he leads the team in rebounds, but not by much. It's like 5.9 rebounds per game. It looks like he's averaging 17.3 points. Last game he had 17, then he had 23, then he had 9 against Dallas. So the only person to be scared of on this team is De'Aaron Fox.
All right, so you're jumping on Jazz minus 9.5.
So yeah, Jazz minus 9.5. All right, DiNardo's here, Jim's here, I assume. You guys got any picks to throw into this parlay?
Do you think DiNardo has a pick?
I don't know. He'll be like, hey, I own this NFT. I'll bet on him.
Good talk, the two of you.
Yeah, good talk. DiNardo said Blanton is out there. Oh, man.
Oh, don't worry. We'll have some NASCAR picks for tomorrow coming up, too.
DiNardo said he's got nothing. Jim said, let me look. So
thanks for the contribution, fellas.
Thanks, guys.
Well, at the very least, we
have 2 picks and a parlay and a squad red.
Let's just find out what those odds would be right now. Dead air. Are you looking it up or am I looking it up?
This would be a same game parlay, right? Yeah.
Sure.
So Rudy's up to 13.5 now.
Keep talking while I grab my computer charger.
Going forward, you need to get my pick of the day, says DiNardo. I mean, we get Ryan's every once in a while. I mean, you're kind of in that Ryan category where your picks are special. You're not special, but your picks are special. It just sounds like a little bit of blind leading the blind, DiNardo, instead of us versus you. All right, we got a pick from Jim. DeRozan over 29.5 points.
All right. Thank you, Jim.
Throw that in there.
Way to ruin the bet.
So I had to go with 13.5 instead of the 12.5 you threw out.
Tough.
I looked for, because they do the 12 plus, 13 plus.
Yeah.
I don't think they had a 13 or more rebound thing. Yeah, it's 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So I'm gonna stick with the 13.5. And then we got my pick, Jazz minus 9.5. Then we got DeRozan over 29.5. I got plus 559.
Not bad. Those aren't too shabby.
Not terrible. Not terrible. So if nobody else has any picks, doesn't look like it. It looks like we only have 2 viewers in there.
They're
Jim
also
and
North
Donardo.
Shore 9 members.
Yeah. So
just wait till we get hot.
Yeah, wait till we get hot.
Wait till we get hot.
Everyone's gonna be begging to get in on this parlay. So I'm gonna put my 20 on that. That'll be the community parlay of the day. So that's all I'm betting today. I don't want to go. Oh, we got is that Bucko Mike Benko?
Could be.
I think it is. Mike, you missed all our picks. Now we're getting into the contest.
Oh, I got picks tomorrow too. I got NASCAR still.
We do have NASCAR tomorrow. But anyway, do you have them today?
No.
Yeah, no.
No, they'll be out. I'll tweet them out tomorrow. I don't know
we'll
yet.
tweet
I got to
them
wait
out.
until they run their polls. I don't want to put them out before they qualify.
But Bucko Mike's here. He was just too late to put in a play for our parlay because I'm not cashing that money out now.
Just hypothetically, Bucko Mike, what would your pick have been so that we could in the future get rid of Jim's pick when he's the one loser?
Yeah, we need to know. We'll see if he gets back to us. But anyway, let's keep going and let's talk about March Madness. And we kind of talked about it beforehand that neither of us are really into college basketball.
Nope, don't like it at all.
But this is like, this is the everyman's gambling podcast. So it's like, to me, every year I'm just handed a bracket and somebody says, hey, fill this out. You might win money. And I'm like, that sounds fun. And I do it. So we don't have a bracket yet. Selection Sunday is tomorrow. But we can tell the people that we are going to have our own contest. And the winner, an outright winner, we're not doing first, second, third. There's only one winner in this contest. Winner gets a $100 Fanatics gift card. I think that's awesome. I mean, you got a lot of stuff on Fanatics. Literally everything's on Fanatics. So, yeah. I mean, we can't really. It's hard to talk about it because the bracket's not out. We still have tournaments going on today.
Let's just be honest. We're never going to be a basketball podcast. We are going to, if we ever hit, it's going to be during football season.
Football, maybe baseball.
Yeah, maybe baseball. But there will every year be a lull from February to March. Well, probably February to April, where we are going to struggle until we get the new football league.
Well, Tyler, next year, we got USFL next year, and we got the XFL next year. So
XFL's coming back too?
Yeah, XFL will be back. It's basically going to be. Wait, what's Bucko Mike saying? Cavs hold DeRozan in check.
Oh man, he's a Cavs fan.
Okoro will be guarding him. I haven't heard of Okoro, so I don't care.
I have no idea.
Anyway.
But anyhow, we started this at the worst possible time for us as bettors.
We did, and we thought it was a great time.
It was a terrible time.
But we also were like, oh, baseball's going to be starting up just a couple weeks later, and now we got to wait another month for baseball to start instead of a couple weeks because Rob Manfred hates us.
But March Madness comes around, everybody digs through their phone, looking up stats, trying to figure out who's going to win, and we all think we're geniuses, even though we haven't watched a single game this year.
Exactly.
And then the people that have watched all the games think they're geniuses. Everybody loses.
Don't get me wrong. Once we get started on March Madness, I will be putting bets out there. It starts on like a Wednesday.
Oh yeah, my work better not think I'm going to do anything.
Yeah, no, I'll be throwing bets on the first round for sure. I always like a good 12/5 upset.
Oh yeah, just put it on all of them. That way you win one.
Exactly. So we'll be getting those bets out. But yeah, when it comes to March Madness brackets, it's really just like playing the lottery.
Yeah.
It's
And
a
I
good
can't
time.
wait to win it.
Yeah, I
And
mean
make
that's the
sure to
thing
get
is
me that
we're
card.
also going to be in this contest. So me and you, one of us, very well could be winning this $100 gift card.
Oh yeah, I will.
So that will be set up soon. Um, as soon as the bracket comes out, we can do it.
Yeah.
We
So
can't
tomorrow.
really do it now. So I think that's all we got today, Tyler.
Yeah. Not many bets to be put in today.
No, it's a slow Saturday.
Yeah. Next week it starts.
Yeah, next week we'll be ramping up a little bit.
This is the pilot episode.
For sure. Another game I would bet on actually. Now that I see it, I'm not going to just because I already said I'm not doing it anymore. I'd probably bet on like Pascal Siakam or Fred VanVleet in the Raptors versus Nuggets. Probably take their points or something. Siakam's averaging 21.6. Let's see what they have his number at. If they even have it up yet. They don't have it up yet. So I would take Siakam points. Let's see what he's done his last couple of games. Yeah, so if Siakam's at like, I assume they'll put him at 22.5, I would take it. He had 25 his last game, 20 before that, and then he had 24. So
All right. So just to recap, what do you have today?
today I have Tyrese Halliburton over 4.5 rebounds. I have the Montreal Canadiens 60-minute money line over the Kraken. People are slamming doors in my apartment building. And then we have my last pick today, no, it's not. Hold on. My last NHL pick, I have Red Wings over 6.5, or Red Wings Flames over 6.5 goals. And then my best play of the day that we put into the parlay is Utah Jazz minus 9.5.
All right. So I got Karl Anthony Towns over 20.5 points. I've got Long Beach State plus 135, Rudy Gobert over 12.5 rebounds, Steph Curry over 25.5 points, in the parlay of Gobert over 12.5, Steph Curry over 25.5, Murray over 23.5, and Karl Anthony Towns over 20.5. And the Lightning minus 150.
Nice.
It's a great day to get hot.
Hell yeah. And then we got our community parlay with 3 picks with the Jazz minus 9.5, Rudy Gobert over 13.5 or 12.5, whichever you were able to get it at. And then we also have DeMar DeRozan over 29.5 points. And that came out to plus 559. I put 20 on it to win like 111. So
good luck winning with my picks because I don't think I could take that. I don't think I can same game parlay.
Yeah.
With my offshore book.
We got Bucko Mike in here saying he went 64-0 in the first round last year of the NCAA tourney.
I believe him. Man's a genius.
I'm a skeptic. I don't believe him.
I believe everything he says.
Well, with that, we will sign off and we'll be back next week, hopefully with better picks. Maybe add a segment or two. I know we've been discussing some stuff, so this was a good launching point. What do you think, Tyler?
Yeah, just hopefully we go a lot no. We become rich, famous. All the women love us. All the men want to be us.
That's the goal.
And we come back next week to more than 3 viewers.
Hell yeah.
So 5.
All right, folks. Thanks for joining us this week.
Peace out, Girl Scouts.